Hey guys, welcome back to the Mal and Joe Show. Today we are here with the Urban Group in Fort Worth, Texas, located at the heart of the Cultural District at Museum Place. This is a fabulous condominium complex, and we are here with Alana and her mother Debbie, and they're going to tell us a little bit more about the urban living.
So y'all are a mother-daughter team. So how did you guys get into the urban living, and how did you become such the gurus in the industry?
Well, in 2005, I saw the tower, which was the first residential building that we had for condos. I began to close the first sales there, and I looked at it and thought, no one's doing this. And so it took about a year to get my first sales there, and then I became so busy, I just moved in.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so 14 years ago, I moved into the tower, and I live the urban lifestyle. I sell it. You know, that's it's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's been a great blessing for me. And then when she came in from Denver, she had lived in the urban lifestyle there, and she has a background in commercial real estate, and she was a little homesick for home, so I said, well, just come on, and there's a lot to do here.
Mm-hmm.
It's growing, it's changing so much, and I've seen a lot of changes in our urban landscape over the last 15 years. So we started with the tower, and then everybody tried to duplicate the tower. And so we have all these wonderful projects, and it's a great way to live. It's easy. It's a great venue for a social life, and great friends. And it's just, we call our building the adult dormitory. Anyway,
So
we have a good time,
Yeah.
and it's a great place to live. And as there's a lot of single women too in our, in some of the buildings like ours, because it's such a great, safe place for us to live.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
It is safe, but most of the buyers that we see are a lot of empty nesters and
Yes.
a lot of either single men or single women. So
Yes.
that is who we cater to.
A few families are coming in and starting to raise their children urban, and that's always exciting to see, because we get, we had our first tower baby 14 years ago, and it's been fun to watch them grow up, even though they moved away. We've had other children come in, and it just kind of brings a different aspect of life to our buildings too, and it's just a lot of fun.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
That's amazing, yeah.
So I know you talked about it's mostly single men, single women, and you like the safety of it, but what are some other draws of the urban living? Because I know y'all deal with the tower, as you mentioned, and the Crest building.
The Omni.
The
Omni, the Art House, Montgomery Plaza.
Yeah.
Well, you have to think about
Museum Place.
Museum Place, and the New Modern. And what I like about it is what your expenses are every single month. I know what my mortgage is. I know what my HOA. I know what my HOA covers. So there's no unknown expenses like, during the summer you'll have a massive heating or cooling bill,
Right.
or watering your yard, maintaining your pool, because everything's covered in my dues. So it's really, I don't really think much about it. I write my check and go on my way.
And people, they have a very unrealistic view of what HOA dues are. And actually, if you take the cost of maintaining a home and maintaining your condo with your HOA assessments, it's all the services you get, all the maintenance is taken care of. Many times when some of your utilities are into it, just a lot of different factors. And I know, like in most condo buildings, your utility bills are very low. Mine is, $65 to $100 a month for all my utilities.
Oh, wow.
altogether.
That's
And
cheap.
so
It's cheaper than my
I
apartment.
know what my expenses are, I know what my taxes are, I know what my HOA dues are, and I know what my little bitty utility bills are. And that's just, that's easy for me. And I like the fact that whenever I get ready to go somewhere, I just lock my door, I go downstairs, I get an Uber, now we get to ride the train to the airport.
Yeah. Super
You
nice.
know, or a taxi or drive to the airport, whatever, just lock my door and then I come back and everything's the way it was.
Yep.
And if anything happens, you've got, most management companies are there to take care of any issues that happen that are an emergency
That's wonderful.
nature
Yeah,
in your
that's awesome.
building. So you can just take off and you can go and come back months later. A lot of people in our building are only there a few times a year.
Like you said, it's that lock and leave lifestyle, which I think a lot of
Right.
people,
So-
that's very appealing, like you said, because of all of the things that you can do.
Yeah.
HOAs and how it takes care of like your maintenance and things like that.
And we see a lot of second home buyers too.
Lots of them, and like I
Lots
said,
of
we see a
second
lot of
home
people
buyers.
that, they're empty nesters, they want to get rid of their house, they want to switch to traveling, see their grandkids more, maybe
Right.
spend the summer in Colorado or up north, and so it's the perfect situation for them.
And we have a lot of grandparents that will buy a condo because their grandchildren are here
Right.
and they want their own place to live.
Right.
That's why
So-
condo comes into great
Yeah.
hands, right?
They like to have their own space. So we see a lot of that. And we see a lot of people like the stock show, rodeo,
Mhm.
you know, the ranchers. We have ranchers from West Texas. We've got people from all over the world, Hawaii, every state.
That's amazing.
And they will have a second home in Fort Worth, Texas.
It's pretty
Very
cool.
diverse.
Well, Fort Worth is quintessential Texas, is what I like to tell people. And it's the best kept secret in Texas. Which is why, being that you guys are so familiar with the urban lifestyle, one of your new projects, the Modern, correct?
Yes.
So now tell us a little bit, we're very excited to hear about this. And
Yes.
so we're super excited to, get the scoop on what this project is going to be like.
Well, this has been like a 2-year labor of love, I feel like, almost 2 years. So we were first contacted by the developer almost 2 years ago, asking about what the condo community was like, what we're seeing, and he's done condos here in Fort Worth. One of the most famous is Forest Park Tower, and he, purchased all the land in Linwood and got one of the most famed architects here in Fort Worth, Ames Fender, to do the drawings.
Wonderful.
And so
Yes.
his grandfather designed the Will Rogers Coliseum and
Oh,
certain
wow.
things all around. He's very much into, if you walk around downtown, you'll see this kind of like Art Deco almost design, and that's part of that Cowtown Modern
Right.
feeling they were going with at the time. And so unfortunately, a lot of the buildings have been knocked down, but there's some pretty buildings that are currently standing, like the Sinclair building, which is now going to be the new Marriott. So downtown is just in so many crazy changes with
Right.
Art
Yes.
Deco. But this is going to be a very, very contemporary community right on Foch and Wingate, just right across from Super Target in the heart of the Linwood district. And if you go down there, drive the neighborhood, you'll already see so many changes there. And what makes this unique, this condo unique, is that the price point is so low, because typically if you buy a townhome back there in Linwood, you're going to be spending about $450,000
Right.
all the way up to $600,000.
Right.
So here we've got some units. They start at $280 and they go up to $417. And so
Wow.
that's
Very
a private,
affordable.
very
Yeah.
affordable. And we'll have a pool, and we'll have a party room, we'll have covered deeded parking, which is very important. We
Right.
will have, be very secure, we'll have a state-of-the-art fob
Wonderful.
system. And the best thing is we have patios. We have actually spent extra money to make sure that we have a large enough patio to fit people, because I know everyone's in the outdoor space, and so we want to be able for people to go out and enjoy their patios.
I love that.
So are they townhomes? Are they condos?
They're condos.
Okay.
They're condos.
It's a low-rise building, 3 stories high. All of the condos are single-level condos.
Great.
We do have an elevator in the building, and I can't say enough about the covered patio, outdoor living spaces on all these condos. You've got, 5-6 foot wide balconies that
Very
they're
spacious.
18 to 27, 30 feet long, or some of them are on the corners are really nice and big. where you do have an area that's all covered that you can have outdoor living, which is so important and so lacking in our condos here in Fort Worth.
And that's your specific space.
It's
Right,
yours.
it's your space. We even have some great balconies that wrap around, and it's big enough to fit a big table out there. We'll have a ceiling fan, so you can put an
that's
outdoor
awesome.
TV if you wanted. It's really a great place for you to mingle, because that whole neighborhood is about mingling. The whole West 7th culture is about
I
mingling.
think so too.
And so it kind of meshes well with the theme of the neighborhood.
And you have Linwood Park, which is an old city park, which is right across the street from this complex on Oak Street. And you've got walking trails around it, you've got a playground, you've got, picnic tables, barbecue facilities, everything in the park.
And all of the restaurants just down the street,
Right.
right?
And all the
Yeah.
restaurants are down the street and across the street. You can walk to movies, you can walk to everything urban on West 7th Street. It's just right there in the heart of the West 7th Street district. You can walk up to the cultural district, to the museums, the movies, the restaurants, just grocery shopping, everything you want is right there.
Yeah, and then pretty soon, I guess, mid-year, they're going to have the circulator, which will loop around West 7th and connect to the new transportation center.
Wonderful.
So you can really get on the train or get on the
Right.
bus to the train
Yeah.
and get to the airport.
That's awesome.
And so now, as far as units go, square footage, how are the units going to range in size?
They are, we've got one unit that's 801 square feet, and it's got a 27 foot long balcony. So that's
Very
it's
big.
153 square feet of patio space. And then our largest unit is right at, almost 1,300 square feet. And we've got a big patio as well. So it really ranges between 800 and 1,200 square feet.
That's awesome.
And they're all
Excellent.
1 and 2 bedroom condos.
1 and 2 bedrooms.
Nice. Very
So
nice.
when are you guys breaking ground, or have you broken ground, and when do you guys expect
We're
everything
expecting
to
mid-March.
break ground?
Yes.
Okay, and what about for move-ins?
Move-ins, we were supposed to be completed January, February 2020. So I'm thinking that we'll start moving people in by March of next year.
Awesome.
So
It's an exciting, very
Yeah.
exciting.
It is.
And if people want to find out more about that, do you guys have a website up and running?
It's
Or not pre-sale?
www.themoderncondos.com.
Okay.
And it's
Excellent.
modern with an E.
There you go. Just don't forget that E at the end.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah.
And are y'all pre-selling the units?
We are underway, pre-sales underway. We've done a great job. Just yesterday, we were in Fort Worth Business Press, which is very exciting. And yeah, we've got a lot of great prospects.
That's exciting.
That's awesome.
Very exciting.
And you can reserve your condo now. It's a $1,500 reservation fee, fully refundable.
I love it.
Just give us a call. We'll be happy to sit down with you anytime. And if you are a realtor and you have a client, we'll be happy to sit down with you and your client and help you pick your new home.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Well, we can't wait to see once you guys have broken ground and then the shell and all of that starts coming out.
Mhm.
But we would love, again, to come and feature y'all once y'all broken that ground so that way we can kind of showcase
Yeah,
the
of course.
property
Yeah.
and then kind of get the scoop before anyone else does, right? Yes, yes.
Well, y'all have a really great new website that y'all have revamped and created yourselves, which has a ton of really good information about the urban living and all of the units and all of the what's going on downtown. So we'll feature that down below. But thank you guys so much
Yes,
for
thank you guys
talking
for
with
joining us
us. We
today.
appreciate it.
And it's condosfortworth.com.
Condosfortworth.com.
Yes.
And we'll attach that at the bottom of the link.
Absolutely. Well, thank y'all.
Thanks so much.
Thank you guys.
See you later.
See you soon.
'Cause I'm on top of the world. Hey!